to you all for this opportunity. So grateful to Narayani Mataji and all the devotees for this wonderful opportunity to serve. Thank you so much. I could not have, asked for a better way to, celebrate Sri Krishna Janmashtami for ourselves than to, you know, um, speak about the glories of Krishna to with all of you and share and be able to associate with all of you. So thank you all so much. Hare Krishna. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudiraye Nashtaprayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavat Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtike Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nanda Gopakumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha Nama Pankajanabhaya Nama Pankajamaline Nama Pankajanetraya Namaste Pankajangre Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Om Jnanatimirandhasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Mukham Karoti Vachalam Pangung Langayate Girim Yatkripatamaham Vande Shri Gurung Dinatarinam Paramananda Madhavam Shri Chaitanya Ishwaram Hari Om Tatsat Hare Krishna. So here is what I have prepared for all of you. Can you all see the screen? Yes, you can see the screen. Okay.
Yes, Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Okay, so in today's session, as Narayani Mataji was saying, that she has very mercifully allowed us to speak for the next 3 days. So today we will be speaking on how to prepare our moods for celebrating Janmashtami. How should we prepare ourselves to receive Krishna's mercy? That will be the topic for today. Tomorrow we will be talking on a very important subject matter. It's a very cryptic, very secretive topic. How two blue boys become one. That's the topic for tomorrow. And on the third day, the last day, we will speak about some very sweet, very, very nectarian, very rare, sweet pastimes of Krishna. So that's how we have designed these 3 days. Hope you will be able to like and enjoy these sessions, and as well as, serve the purpose of allowing Krishna's mercy to come and enter our hearts and to make a permanent residence. So Krishna can make a permanent residence in our heart. So with that objective, we will start. So we know that, it is said that if anyone studies the Ramayana teaches one how to lead in this world. Valor of Lord Ramachandra, the aristocracy of Lord Ramachandra, the merciful nature of Lord Ramachandra, the Maryada Purushottam Sri Ramachandra. So he teaches us how to lead in this world. Reading the Bhagavad Gita, What does that do? It teaches us how to live in this world. How to be in this world, but not to be part of it. That's the message of the Bhagavad Gita. What does the Srimad Bhagavatam teach us? Srimad Bhagavatam teaches us how to leave this world, this material world, and enter into the divine realm of Sri Krishna. That is what the Srimad Bhagavatam teaches us. And what does the Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita teach us? It teaches us how to love in this world. How to stay in this world, and while staying in this world, being like that example that Srila Prabhupada gave, the dry coconut, that although it is in the shell, but it is still separated from the shell. That is the teachings of Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita. So these 4 scriptures are the basis of every devotee's lives. Our lives are based on the teachings of the Srimad Bhagavatam, the Ramayana, the Bhagavad Gita, the Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita. Lord Ramachandra, as we see, he is known as Maryada Purushottam Sri Ram. He is the follower of rules and regulations. Lord Ramachandra made no exception at any time. He was always the upholder of religious principles. So therefore, he is called as, or he is famous as Anushtan Pradhan. Anushtan Pradhan means giving very much importance to the principles of life, whether it be how to deal with his own father, how to deal with his mothers, how to be a perfect son, how to be a perfect brother, how to be a perfect husband, how to be a perfect friend, how to be the perfect enemy. Lord Ramachandra taught it all by his own example. That is Anushtan Pradhan. And that is why he is also famous as Niyam Parayan, that he never, wavered from the principles. Raghukul Reet Sada Chali Aayi, Pran Jai Par Vachan Na Jai. That was the principles that Lord Ramachandra abided by, although he is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Lord Ramachandra abided by these principles. Next, we see Krishna. Krishna, he is known as Anubhav Pradhan. He is Leela Purushottam Shri Krishna. Lord Ramachandra is Maryada Purushottam Shri Krishna. Lord Krishna, he is Leela Purushottam Shri Krishna. And Anubhav Pradhan, why? Why is he called as Anubhav Pradhan? Because Krishna gives us the experiences. He gives us direct experiences, what it really means to have loving exchanges in the 5 primary rasas and the other secondary and the other rasas as well. Everything Krishna gives a direct experience of. That is the magnanimity of Krishna. That is the beauty of Krishna. And Krishna, he doesn't follow any rules and regulations. He is Prem Parayan. Lord Ramachandra, when the sages of Dandakaranya, they were so moved by the beauty of Lord Ram. They said, they had the desire that, we, need to have such madhurya relationship with Lord Ram. But Lord Ram didn't reciprocate with them in that way. Even when Shurpanakha came, Shurpanakha also was rejected by Lord Ram, that no, I am Ekapatni Vrata. Sorry, I cannot do anything for you. But what happens in Krishna? In Krishna, when Krishna came one day, it was said that, Krishna and Arjuna, they were walking on, together they were walking. And 2 beautiful ladies, they came to see Krishna. And then, Arjuna thought, oh, I am the Kshatriya, I am the famous Gandhivdhari Arjun, so they must have come to see me. So then, Arjuna went to the ladies and said, yes, what can I do for you? So then the lady said, that is Krishna, no? we have come with a desire to marry him. So then Arjuna said, Kanha, they are for you. Krishna, they've come for you, not for me. So then Krishna said, oh, they've come for me. Okay, okay. What can I do for you? So then one of the ladies said, oh, please accept me as your wife. So then Krishna said, yes, yes, of course. You become my wife. What about your friend? Does she also want to become my wife? Bring her also. I'll make her also my wife. So Krishna is inviting everyone to be his wife. Krishna is inviting, he is Prem Parayan, giving up the opulent, Duryodhan thought that he can entice Krishna with his opulence when Krishna came as Shanti Dut. But he was not enticed by all of that. He was enticed by the devotion of Vidura and Vidura Patni, the wife of Vidura, the devoted wife of Vidura, who served Krishna, the banana peel. She was so enamored by Krishna that she kept the fruit and she served him the peel. And Krishna also was so much in love, seeing the love of Vidura Patni, he ate the peel. Because Krishna only is, wanting love. So therefore, he is Prem Parayan. He can go to any extent, violate any laws, any regulations for the sake of his devotees. What Krishna did for Arjuna, he changed the position of the sun on the battlefield of Kurukshetra so that Jayadratha could be killed. Otherwise, Arjuna would have taken Agni Samadhi. So Krishna covered the sun, made it appear as if the sun has already set. Krishna interfered with the laws of nature for his devotee. What to speak of, doing, Krishna can go to any extent for his devotees. So therefore, he's called as Prema Parayan. He gives value to love than to anything else. He does not care for any other emotions. If anyone says to Krishna, Krishna, I love you, I am yours, you are mine, O Krishna, Krishna gives himself to that person. No questions asked. That is the wonderful nature of Krishna. What about Lord Gauranga? Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu is Anucharit Pradhan. Anucharit Pradhan means what? That what Krishna has said in the Bhagavad Gita, how to surrender to Krishna. Krishna has just said, surrender to me. But how to surrender to Krishna? How to become a devotee of Krishna? That experience is given by Mahaprabhu's personal example. He exemplifies how to become a devotee of Krishna. That is Anucharit Pradhan. And Lord Gauranga is Kripa Parayan, which is even higher than Prema. Prema means I love you, then okay, he will also love me. It is a two-way thing. Kripa is only one way. It's coming down. No reason. No reason at all. Mahaprabhu's kripa is just flowing. Mercy is flowing. That is why he is Kripa Parayan. Lord Chaitanya is Kripa Parayan. And why he is Kripa Parayan? Because it's Krishna himself, but with the most merciful and compassionate mood of Srimati Radharani, that he has come. And that's why he's able to have even a higher aspect than prema, which is kripa. So that is how, with this setting in mind, now let's dive into the experiences that Krishna gives. Anucharit Pradhan, when we are under the shelter of Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu, who is Kripa Parayan, then we will be able to experience all the beautiful experiences that Krishna wants to share with us. It is only by the mercy of Mahaprabhu that we are able to experience the mercy coming down from Krishna, the love coming from Krishna. So with this blessing of Lord Chaitanya, mercy from Lord Chaitanya, we'll try to dive into the experience of Krishna's sweet nectarian pastimes. Krishna and his divine pastimes, you know, they give us the experience of the spiritual world, right? Srila Prabhupada always said that these paintings are nothing but windows to the spiritual world. Like we see here in these pictures, Krishna lifting Govardhan Hill. We see Krishna eating up the forest fire. We see Krishna dancing on the hoods of Kaliya, the Krishna Janmalila, Janmashtami Nandotsav, where Mother Jashoda and all the gopis are bathing baby Krishna. Then, of course, the demon killing pastimes, Krishna killing Putana, Krishna killing Trinavarta, all this, Aghasura, Keshi, Shakatasura, all these demons. So Krishna is giving us all these experiences. These appearances and these pastimes, Krishna is coming to show us a glimpse of the spiritual world. Before any blockbuster movie comes, what comes for free is the 2 to 3 minute trailer that comes before it. It is free, no charge. They'll keep showing it 100 times, 100 times, 1,000 times they'll keep showing it. Why? Because they want us to get enticed by those trailers and go and actually watch the movie. So Krishna's coming into this world and showing us all these, manifesting these beautiful pastimes, is to show us this trailer, to entice us to go back to Godhead, so that we can experience with Krishna the Anubhav Pradhan. The trailer is always free, right? But to watch the movie, we need to pay a price. So similarly, if we have to go back to Krishna, we need to pay the price. And what is the price that Srila Prabhupada has given? Chant 16 rounds, associate with devotees, take Krishna Prasad, and you can dance your way back to Godhead. This place, wherever we are, will become Goloka Vrindavan if we are able to chant 16 rounds and follow 4 regulative principles, associate with devotees, take Krishna Prasad. Just by this simple process that Srila Prabhupada has given us. So, why do we celebrate Janmashtami? What is the purpose? What is the reason that we celebrate Janmashtami? So every year, comes the time that we celebrate the appearance of Krishna, we celebrate the appearance of Dauji Balaram, we celebrate Srimati Radharani's appearance. Why do we celebrate these special days? It's so that we can meditate on these beautiful days, and that the mercy that comes on these days is much, much more. Little service that we do, or the same kind of service that we may be doing on other days, on these days it has a magnified effect. That is the glory of these special days. So Krishna himself is coming to give us, all of us, that mercy, in the form of his Janmashtami, his appearance day. Krishna is coming. He's coming to hug all of us. He's coming to give us all this mercy. And we just have to become worthy recipients, so that the mercy doesn't get deflected from us, but we are able to receive that mercy and get ourselves nurtured by the loving embrace of Krishna. So, when this mercy comes down, main purpose is that we are able to meditate on these beautiful pastimes. And we are begging to Krishna. Our only prayer is that during these special days, we are praying and begging to the personality of whose appearance day it is, that please allow us to become a particle of dust at your lotus feet. Allow us to meditate on your lotus feet. Allow us to become a part of the pastimes, so that we may be able to continue to serve for the pleasure of Sri Sri Guru and Gauranga. And Krishna, here in this case for Janmashtami, We are praying that Krishna, we can, Krishna will allow us to serve his lotus feet, to allow us to become a particle of dust at his lotus feet. That is the mood. But what is Krishna himself doing? Whose lotus feet is Krishna himself worshipping? Krishna is worshipping the lotus feet of Sri Radhe. Srimati Radha Thakurani's lotus feet is held as the life and soul for Krishna. So yes, we are praying for the mercy of Krishna, but Krishna is intertwined with the mercy of Srimati Radharani. And if we go and approach Krishna through the channel of Srimati Radharani, then the mercy comes in 100 multifolds sooner. We receive the mercy. That is the mercy of Srimati Radharani. So with this mood, we will dive into the teachings from the Gita, where Krishna is saying in chapter 4 of the Bhagavad Gita, text 9, Krishna is speaking. Janma karma cha me divyam evam yo veti tattvataha tyaktva deham punarjanma naiti mameti sarjuna. Translation. Srila Prabhupada is saying that one who knows the transcendental nature of my appearance and activities does not, upon leaving the body, take his birth again in this material world, but attains my eternal abode, O Arjuna. This is what Krishna is saying. So even in the purport, Srila Prabhupada, he makes a very, very fascinating remark. The purport to this particular verse, Srila Prabhupada is saying that Krishna is simply encouraging everyone to accept the shelter of his lotus feet. Srila Prabhupada is saying that every word actually that is coming out of Krishna's mouth in the form of the verses of the Bhagavad Gita, it is absolute, it is complete, there's no doubt about it. And therefore Srila Prabhupada is declaring in the purport that anyone who accepts this truth means what truth? That Krishna's transcendental appearance and disappearance is divine, it is transcendental. Janma karma cha me divyam. Anyone who knows this, Srila Prabhupada is saying that they would know the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and who does not waste time in philosophical speculations attains the highest perfectional stage of liberation. Simply by accepting this truth on faith, Srila Prabhupada says, one can, without a doubt, attain liberation. So just by faith, just with little Shraddha, if we can accept this truth. What is the truth again? That Krishna is declaring that anyone who knows the transcendental nature of my appearance and activities does not, upon leaving the body, take his birth again in this world. So this is what Krishna is saying. That, we should never have any doubt that both the verse and the purport, Srila Prabhupada has packed it, with so much mercy here, that if we just try to understand that, our lives will be a grand success. So today we'll try to unpack this verse from the angle of Krishna's appearance and his activities. So in the Srimad Bhagavatam, in the 10th canto, in chapter 3, entitled The Birth of Sri Krishna, in text 1 it is stated that at the auspicious time for the appearance of Sri Krishna, the entire universe was surcharged with all the qualities of goodness, beauty, and peace. And it is said that the Rohini Nakshatra was appearing in the sky. The sun, the moon, and the other planets were also very peaceful at the time of the appearance of Krishna. So all the directions appeared extremely pleasing, and the beautiful stars were twinkling in the cloudless sky. Such beautiful vision is given in the Srimad Bhagavatam. And then it is said that the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Vishnu, who is situated in the core of everyone's heart, appeared from the heart of Devaki, and he came manifested outside. Vasudeva then saw the form of the Lord, who had very wonderful lotus like eyes, and he had 4 hands. And in his 4 hands, he held the Shankha Chakra Gada Padma. On his chest was marked the Srivatsa sign, and his neck was adorned with the beautiful Kaustubhamani. Mother Devaki was, witnessing the beautiful appearance of Lord Vishnu, that he was dressed in yellow. His body was blackish like a dense rain cloud. His scattered hair was fully grown, and his helmet and earrings were sparkling uncommonly with Vaidurya gems. So, like this, Mother Devaki saw the personality and she was dazzled. Her eyes were dazzled by the appearance of Lord Vishnu. And Vasudev then continues to say that, my dear Lord, O Lord of all the Devatas, after hearing the prophecy that you will take birth in our home and kill this Kamsa, this uncivilized Kamsa has killed all of your elder brothers. And as soon as he hears from his guards that you have appeared, he will come with weapons and he will kill you also. Just imagine Vasudev, out of, fearing the safety of his son, he's saying, my Lord, he's addressing the Lord as the Supreme Lord. But still he's saying that if Kamsa comes, he will kill you. He will try to harm you. And Mother Devaki, what does she say? She's saying that, my Lord, you are the all pervading Supreme Personality of Godhead. You are coming out with all these helmets and, with Shankha, Chakra, Gada, Padma, your 4 hands. Please withdraw this form. Please become a human child so that I can hide you somewhere. Such a magnanimous form of yours, this 4-handed form of yours, it is so dazzling. How can I hide? This Kamsa, my cruel brother, will be coming any moment. At least if you're a small baby, I can hide you somewhere. Just see the loving affection of Devaki and Vasudeva. They know that this is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, but still they are fearing for the safety of the child who has not yet appeared as a child. They are fearing for the safety of their 8th born personality of Godhead. Hearing these 2 prayers of his loving parents, the Supreme Lord started speaking very, very lovingly to his parents, Devaki and Vasudeva. And he reminded Vasudeva and Devaki that, my dear mother and father, you both were Sutapa and Prishni. I'm reminding you that 3 births ago, you both were Sutapa and Prishni, and you did severe penances to obtain me as your son. And in that birth, I promised you that I will come. So then the first birth, I appeared as Prishni Garbha, as your son, Prishni Garbha. And then the next birth, this is as Prishni Garbha I came, as the son of Sutapa and Prishni. And the second time I came as your son was of when I came as the son of Aditi and Kashyapa. I came as the beautiful dwarf Brahmana Vamana. Vamanadev. I came to you, that time you both were Aditi and Kashyapa. And now, as this third birth, because when you all asked me as Sutapa and Prishni, when you asked me for benediction, I was so pleased that from my mouth, so be it, means Tathastu came 3 times. And because it came 3 times, I came 3 times as your son. First time as Prishni Garbha, second time as Vamanadev, and now this third and final time, now I'm coming as Krishna. So this was the final time I'm appearing as your son, Mother Devaki, to fulfill your desire. So after thus instructing his mother and father, the Supreme Lord, in their presence itself, by his internal energy, Srila Prabhupada explains, he then transformed himself into a small human child, into his original form of Sri Krishna. Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam. And at this time, the Supreme Lord inspired Vasudev to carry baby Krishna to Gokul. So it is said that by the influence of Yoga Maya, all the doorkeepers in the prison guard, they all fell asleep. And all the other inhabitants of the prison house also, they also fell asleep. And when Vasudev, he just carried his child, he closed the doors, which were strongly pinned down, but they all opened automatically. And all the guards, they started sleeping, as if in some, very, very deep sleep. And then Vasudev started walking out of the prison house. And Lord Ananta, Lord Anantashesh was behind him, protecting the transcendental child and Vasudev along the entire journey. Then text 50 of this particular chapter, Srimad Bhagavatam, Srila Prabhupada continues to say that because of constant rain sent by the demigod Indra, the river Jamuna was filled with deep water, and it was, fiercely foaming around with very, very strong whirling waves. And it is explained that just as the great Indian Ocean had formally given way to Lord Ramachandra by allowing him to construct a bridge, the river Jamuna also gave way to Vasudev and allowed him to cross. But what gave Mother Jamuna? We know how Samudra Dev gave the way to, Lord Ramachandra, because Lord Ramachandra first tried to appease Samudra, but, Samudra was being very egoistic, not giving way. But then Lord Ramachandra then pulled out his bow and arrow and threatened the ocean. And at that time, the personification of ocean came and begged forgiveness and gave way to build the bridge across the ocean. So, what happened to Jamuna? That she was so fierce in the beginning. What happened that she calmed down and she gave way to Vasudev? Let's find out. So, it's a very, very special pastime that this is her first interaction with Sri Krishna, with baby Krishna, when when Vasudeva was carrying baby Krishna from Mathura to Gokul. So we can see how, carrying baby Krishna, Vasudeva had set forth for Gokul in that stormy night. And as it was raining, Ananta Shesha served as the perfect umbrella to protect baby Krishna. And Vasudeva, he started going, and the water was still here, and it was slowly he continued to walk, and the water kept rising, kept rising, and he was almost going inside because he had baby Krishna on his head in a basket. There was a very special reason for this, because Mother Jamuna was so excited We can see here in the picture that she was so excited when she saw Krishna is about to enter into her waters. She desired to welcome the Lord to her abode by bathing his lotus feet, by touching his lotus feet. But because Vasudeva is carrying baby Krishna on his head in the basket, and there Krishna is lying down, so then Vasudeva has to go under the water in order for her to touch the feet. So Mother Jamuna was so eager to bathe and touch the lotus feet of Krishna. She started to increase the intensity of her waves, and Vasudev drowned momentarily. And in this way, she was, successful in then reaching out. And Krishna saw the intensity, and he realized, oh, Vasudev has gone inside the Jamuna. So Krishna, he took out his tender blue lotus feet from the basket, and he said, okay, Jamuna, quickly touch my feet. So then Mother Jamuna, she immediately came and she started touching the lotus feet, the baby
Hello,
lotus
Hare Krishna
feet.
Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Shanti Mataji, you are unmuted. Hare
Group
Krishna.
Bhagavad Gita.
Shanti Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Admin பேசுறேன். நாளைக்கு Thursday நம்மளோட 7 o'clock meeting.
Please
ஏன்னா
mute
நாளைக்கு
Hare
the very
Krishna.
program இருக்கு
interesting
இல்லையா
class
பார்க்கணும்.
is being discussed.
Kalasudha Mataji,
8 o'clock.
actually, this the
7
other
o'clock வச்சிருக்கோம் நாளைக்கு ஒரு நாளைக்கு.
laptop or other device is the host now.
போல் போட்டிருக்கேன்னா
I'm not the
நேத்துக்கு.
host.
So அதில் போயிட்டு நீங்க நாளைக்கு 7 o'clock ஜாயின் பண்ணலாம். எல்லாரும் கிருஷ்ண லீலா
So
பத்தி
what
பேசலாம்.
can we do?
So Mataji, you can mute Shanti Mataji, please.
Okay.
Yeah, I think Shanti Mataji,
Yeah.
please mute yourself, Mataji. Shanti Mataji, yeah. Okay, done.
Okay.
Mataji, if you can make me a host, please.
Sure.
Yeah, please,
Sure.
Mataji. Because there was a power cut, and then when I joined, I saw that I'm not a host.
Okay. Actually,
Leave it, Mataji. Leave it. It's okay. Leave it.
I'm sorry. Give me 1 second. I don't think I can.
It's okay,
because
Mataji.
as co-host, I'm not able to do it.
It's okay, Mataji. It's okay. Fine.
I'm so sorry.
Hare Krishna. No problem, Mataji. Please continue. Sorry for interruption, Mataji.
All right. So, okay. So then Mother Jamuna was able to finally touch the lotus feet of Sri Krishna. And then she touched his lotus feet. She started caressing his lotus feet. She took the dust of his lotus feet on her head. And she was so happy and blissful that, she was able to touch and bathe the lotus feet of Sri Krishna. She took the dust of his lotus feet on her head. And as soon as she did that, then she was so much pacified that she started going down. Her waves started reducing. And even when she was reducing, she was still coming out. And she was trying to touch the lotus feet of Krishna in this way. And we see that, after this, that, she immediately just became so pacified, so calm, that Vasudev was able to then actually walk across. He was literally able to run across the Jamuna as if Jamuna had split in two ways, to make way for Vasudev to go. So, seeing this eagerness of Jamuna Devi, Krishna was so pleased that he promised Mother Jamuna at that time that all of his pastimes in Gokul would be centered around the waters of the Jamuna. Yamuna Tira Vanachari. So that's what Krishna promised to Mother Jamuna. So, receiving this benediction, Mother Jamuna was so blissful. So, what a beautiful vision. We all were granted to witness this eagerness of Mother Jamuna to serve Lord Krishna. Just see this eagerness to serve Krishna. What eagerness she had, that she was ready to go to any extent just to get the dust off his lotus feet, just to be able to touch his lotus feet. So we beg Mother Jamuna that we may also develop that same eagerness, in order to serve our spiritual masters, to serve Shri Guru and Gauranga, to serve for the pleasure of Srila Prabhupada. So Jamuna Devi is in fact setting the mood here for all of us on how we should be eager to serve. So while we are sitting down to chant our japa, we must be eager to serve Sri Harinam Prabhu by listening to every syllable very, very attentively. That is the eagerness that Harinam Prabhu is also seeing. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. When we are chanting our japa in this way, then Krishna will reciprocate with us. In that same, just like the way Krishna, seeing the eagerness of Jamuna Devi, he just put his lotus feet out of the basket so that she could easily touch his lotus feet. In that way, Krishna will also reciprocate with us, and he will manifest in the region of our hearts. So, in this way, when Vasudev reached the house of Nanda Maharaj in Gokul, he saw that all the cowherd men and women were fast asleep. Thus, he placed his own son on the bed of Mother Jashoda. He picked up her daughter, who was the expansion of Yogamaya, and then returned to the prison house of Kamsa. So today, we will stop here. This is the exchange that is happening. So today we will stop here, and tomorrow we will continue to the next pastime of how two blue boys became one. So tomorrow we will share this pastime. So today we'll end here. Mataji, I think I should be able to make you the part. Give me 1 second.
No, it's okay, Mataji. It's fine.
Hold on. I'm going to try.
Okay. Hari Hari Bol. Very nice pastime, Mataji. Though we have heard, but the way you have spoken, the way you have touched the unheard parts, that was really wonderful, Mataji. I think we are on a right track. So by the Janmashtami day, we will definitely develop that bhav where we can, or the mood where we can serve Krishna with full enthusiasm. Any questions, devotees? This is the right time. Mataji has, yeah, okay. Yes, Shobha Mataji, go ahead. Shobha Mataji? Okay, so Mangala Mataji, you can ask. Maybe Shobha
Hare
Mataji can ask later.
Yeah,
Hare Krishna,
Mataji can.
Mataji. Thank you.
Okay, Mataji.
Yes,
You can
Mataji.
continue.
Shobha Mataji, go ahead. Hare.
Thank you, Mataji. Mataji, the pastime was wonderful, and first time I got to realize that this is the way we should be eager to reach the Lord, because many times I've heard this pastime, like Narayani Mataji also said, but this is the first time I got some realization that this is the way we should chant. And thank you so much, Mataji, for the blissful explanation. It was like I'm present there itself. So Mataji, my question was we have heard many times Jan Karmcha Me Divyam, but every time we have heard the explanation. But just wanted to understand, like all of us do understand that yeah, Krishna's appearance and his pastimes are all transcendental. So what like it means that we are not going to take birth again, so just in the next one, or like it's like in the way we are walking on the bhakti path, so maybe sometime later. How do we understand particularly this shloka?
Well, very nice question. Very nice question, Mataji. The main thing is that Krishna is declaring here that anyone who understands the intricacies and the mysteries of the transcendental nature of my appearance and activities will not, upon leaving this body, take their birth again, and they will come to my abode. Krishna is making that declaration. Now it is up to us to what extent we believe in that statement. How not just believe, jnana is one thing, but vijnana means realized knowledge, means how much are we acting on that platform, which means that when anything bad happens to us, when anything good happens to us, it is very easy to say, oh yes, yes, it's Krishna's mercy. Whatever wonderful thing, it's his Krishna's mercy. But something bad happens to us, then we start questioning, how, Krishna, how can you do this to me? I am being such a nice devotee, but you're still doing this to me. That is the test. Then we are not believing the statement that, what Krishna is saying, that my appearance and activities are transcendental. If we believe that statement by Krishna 100%, then we will be able to say it boldly that whatever bad is also happening to us is by the mercy of Krishna, just like Kunti Devi. Kunti Devi is saying, Vipada Shantu, give me miseries, O Krishna. Because when good times are coming, you are going away. So I don't want good times. Let bad times keep, being with us. That is the prayer of Kunti Devi. So, Sukha Dukhe Same Kritva, Labha Labhau Jaya Jayau. Krishna says that also in the Bhagavad Gita. Krishna also says, Ye yatha mam prapadyante tams tathaiva bhajamyaham. As all surrender unto me, I will reward them accordingly. So if we are able to be on that platform, then yes, whatever Krishna has declared in 4.09 that we read today, Janma Karma Chame Divyam, it is a fact that we will be able to go back home, back to Godhead, to Krishna's abode, if we have firm faith in these words of Krishna. Hope that answers your question.
Yes, yes, Mataji. But Mataji, like we are every day reading also, and many times heard also from senior Vaishnavas, even Prabhupada, we are listening, hearing all these shlokas, but then uh, we are understanding Krishna, but then Mataji, again, according to in the effect of Maya, again we are going the same things again and again, that like if recently my kid was not feeling well, so again that thought was coming, like, why Krishna you don't want me that I should do the Janmashtami seva, so that this is going, please see how I can do. So that is coming again, Mataji. So is it like I'm reading or hearing in a wrong way, or maybe not, there is not, surrender is not there, that's why it's happening again?
Well, it's not that there's anything wrong. Krishna consciousness, it's not that, okay, I surrendered to my Guru Maharaj at the time of initiation. So that does not mean that even today, 25, 35, 40 years later also, I would be, fact or taken for granted that I would be also today also, now also 100% surrendered. Because surrender happens moment by moment. It's a moment by moment choice that we make. Just because we chanted 16 rounds in the morning does not mean that the next 22 hours we will be completely Krishna conscious. No. We are not Nitya Siddhas. We are Nitya Baddha Jivas, so we have to be in the Vaidhi Sadhana Bhakti, that we have to, every moment of our lives, we have to choose to surrender to Krishna. So therefore, even the times that we are not listening to Srila Prabhupada's lecture, we are not listening to any senior devotee's lecture, or, uh, chanting our japa, whatever. But these things help us that when the rest of the time we are able to focus our mind and remember, just like Prahlad Maharaj, Shravanam Kirtanam Vishnu Smaranam. Only if our Shravan and our Kirtan is very strong, only then our Smaranam will be very, very perfect. That is what Prahlad Maharaj has taught. He is able to remember Krishna 24 hours of the day. Why? Because his Shravan and his Kirtan is very, very strong. So as much as we can, practice our chanting and our listening to be very, 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 very perfect, by the way of going on practicing, abhyasena tu kaunteya vairagyena ch guhyate. So abhyasa and vairagya. By these two things, we'll be able to do it.
Thank you so much, Mataji, for the guidance. Because I was this particular nature of mine, it frustrates me. I get irritated lot of times because every time I'm praying to the Lord that put me to test so that I can surrender, I can get purified, and then every time there is some adverse situation, I am again crying like a child to him that help me, I cannot surpass this, I'm very much in distress and all that. So but thank you so much, Mataji, for this guidance. Hare Krishna, Mataji. Dandavat pranams.
Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Sumangla Mataji, you can ask.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Thank you so much, Mataji. Mataji, first of all, we all seek your blessings, Mataji. It's a great fortune to have you, Mataji, before Janmashtami, because you are such a Vansha Kalpatarabhyasha. That shloka, Mataji, suits Mataji, because you are our wish fulfilling tree, Mataji. Whatever doubts and all that we have, you clear it, and such a blissful guidance you give, Mataji. And Mataji, my question was that only what Shobha Mataji asked. So I take this opportunity to ask the other doubt, Mataji. I am very doubtful. It's not that I'm not doubtful, Mataji. In each class I keep asking doubts, Mataji. I don't know, my bhakti is not so good or something. Mataji, I just take this. Mataji, when we do bhakti, we know that I learned in one class that the Lord is not judgmental. Whatever wrong things we do, because we are tend to make mistakes. So I just feel that, Mataji, there is an inner voice sometimes when we do that. We some few things we know that this is wrong and that is right, but still we are not able to because of our mm, we are not capable of doing that, Mataji. Again, we do that. So there is an inner voice, Mataji. Is it the voice of the Lord that you should not do this? As you said, Mataji, during the time of Diksha, we completely surrender to the Guru. But after that, it is not possible, Mataji, for us to be on the same level of commitment and all that, Mataji, to our Guru Maharaj. So how can we understand, Mataji? For every moment to moment surrender, it is not possible, Mataji. Hare Krishna. I'm sorry for confusing, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
No, it's no confusion. Very nice question. But firstly, I'd like to say that whatever good you're seeing in me is just the mercy of our spiritual master, and nothing other than that. And it's your sincerity with which you are hearing that Krishna is reciprocating. And again, the answer is the same. It is about how much we keep practicing. The more we practice, practice makes perfect. We tend to think that, oh, I chanted nicely today, and overnight I want to become this pure devotee. It's not that easy. Srila Prabhupada always said that Krishna consciousness is very simple, but simple does not mean that it is easy. Krishna consciousness is simple, no doubt. You just have to, whatever you eat, you first offer to Krishna. You eat Krishna Prasad, you chant 16 rounds, you associate with devotees. Srila Prabhupada would always use the phrase, what is the difficulty? There is no difficulty in this. So Krishna consciousness is very simple, but it is not easy. That is the thing that we need to understand, that it is not easy. It comes with practice. It comes with constant association. So when we are able to, have our minds focused on, like we are saying, the initiation day, if we keep remembering the initiation day every single day, if we just remember how were we feeling when we were sitting in front of our Guru Maharaj, receiving our new name, receiving our Dikshamala, how was our mental space at that time, mental state at that time? If we are able to just relive that moment in our mind every single day, that in itself is such a great way of feeling inspired. But we tend to focus on, oh, that person said this to me, or this person said that to me, or this person is doing this to me, that person is doing like this to me. Everything is centered around me, I, me, and mine. There's a very beautiful statement given by Srila Radhanath Swami Guru Maharaj. He says, humility is not about thinking less about oneself. Oh, I'm so fallen. Oh, I'm so sinful. Oh, I'm not even a devotee. I am not this. I am not that. But that's not humility. Humility is not thinking less about oneself, but thinking less of oneself. You understand? Less of oneself means that we start to, we try to get out of this concept of I, me, and mine. We start to think about Guru, Krishna, and the sadhus. Then we are out of this I consciousness. World doesn't, roam around or center around us. It is centered around Guru and Krishna. If we can lead our lives that way, then there is, good chance that we will be able to achieve that. The more we try to lead our lives in that way, the more, peaceful we will be, the more blissful we will be in Krishna's service. Not peaceful, I take that. But yeah, this is how we try to train ourselves. Practice makes perfect. Hope this answers your question, Mataji.
Thank you very much, Mataji. So thank you so much.
Thank you. Shilpa Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. I don't have words really to describe what the feeling was today for me. It is the right mood. I never understood what the mood has to be. It was like how we were brought up to listen to Krishna Kathas the same way I was listening to, and bringing in Janmashtami. And, so today was very, very blissful and different, Mataji. Thank you so much. My question was what Shobha Mataji asked only about the Shloka 4.09. So if I have rightly understood, Mataji, it is about understand. So I always felt, yeah, we do know about his appearance and about his activities. So is it that okay, we have achieved, like, so is it so simple? But today I understood when you say activities, it is like whatever activities that he does for us, whether it is, yeah, whether it gives us pleasure or no, we have to understand that those are his activities and has to be transcendental. So Hare Krishna, thank you.
And the bottom line is that the devotees live by this statement that whatever happens in our life may not be for the good immediately, but it is for our good ultimately.
And it is for our good in the spiritual life, no, Mataji, not necessarily
Both.
material life.
Both. For both. Krishna can never do bad for his devotees. We need to understand that a devotee does not lead two lives. It's not that, okay, when we are sitting down for japa or when we are coming to the temple, we are wearing tilak and we are, that time it's our devotee life. And then when we are with our family or when we are going to our work or anything like that, then we are doing our material life. Even in our material life, we are connecting it to Krishna. Are we forgetting Krishna at that time? No. That's what is the teaching of Bhagavad Gita. Krishna says we don't lead dual lives. We lead one life. We learn to spiritualize our material life. So whatever Krishna does for us in our life, that is the best for us. Avashya rakhibe Krishna ei bishwash. This is the Vishwas, this is the faith that the devotee has, that whatever Krishna will do will be for our best. There's no doubt about that. So unless we are able to have that kind of a faith, then we have to keep working. So there's no dual life for a devotee. Material life, spiritual life, it's actually our spiritual life. Because material world, whatever activities we may be doing, going to work or doing whatever, if it is connected to Krishna, then how is it material? It's not. Right?
Yes, Mataji, thank you so much. I can go on and on listening to you, Mataji. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you. Hare Krishna. Meenakshi Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, pranams. Thank you so much for this wonderful class, Mataji. It was very, very enlightening. Mataji, I think half of my question is answered with the explanation you gave to Sudha Mataji, Shilpa Mataji and Shobha Mataji. But I was wondering, the situation is that the Janmashtami is coming on Saturday, and usually it is on a weekday. So all the others in the family go their way, and then we plan to either visit the temple for a small time or just do the offering at home, because even if we go, for me the temple is very far away, so if I go I will not be able to come back before the kids come back from school. So this time I was planning that because it's a Sunday I might probably have time to go and do some seva in the temple, but unfortunately my husband plans something else. So what do you think as a devotee would be our right stand, to go to the temple because it's a best opportunity, or to follow suit whatever the family wants us to do?
This is a very personalized question. I do not know if it would be appropriate to give an answer without knowing everything else. I cannot say, it's not a cookie cutter answer that I can give. That, because I need to know the situations. Without knowing the situations and everything, I cannot give a generalized answer to this question.
Okay, Mataji, sure. I'll get back to you. Hare Krishna. Thank you so
Thanks.
much, Mataji, for such a wonderful explanation. You took us into the Jamuna along with baby Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Any
Any other question, or we should end the session here? Okay, Hari Bol. Yes, Mataji. And for all the devotees who joined late, tomorrow and day after also, the same Krishna Katha will happen. And Mataji, along with Mataji, Prabhu will also come from tomorrow. Prabhu will also join. And both of them will take us to Krishna's kingdom. Hari Bol. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Mataji. Thank you, all the devotees.
Hare
Vancha
Krishna.
kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhyev patityanam
पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो
वृंद की जय श्रील प्रभुपाद
की जय।
Thank you, Mataji.
माताजी हरे कृष्णा।
Thank you so much, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Mataji, thank you so much.
Pranam,
Shall I end the
Hare
session,
Krishna,
Mataji?
Dandavat Pranam.
Yeah.
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Mataji.
Hare
Dhanavad
Krishna,
pranam.
everyone. Hari Bol.
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna to
Mataji.
all.
Dandavat Pranam.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Pranam. Thank you,
Pranam.
Mataji.
Wonderful
Hare,
session, Mataji.
thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Dhanavad pranam.
Hare Krishna. Thank you.
The best.
हरे कृष्णा दंडवत प्रणाम माताजी।
Hare Krishna.